I have watched I Want to Talk, and you guys be watching it later. But after I watched it, you have to ask this man what happened, because I was in loss of words. Shoojit, this is what you do after every film. But Piku was like a warm hug. But I Want to Talk is nothing warm about it. It was a therapy session, and I just let myself go, and I watched it like the audience would, and not like a journalist, And
seeing you after the film, even I had little tears in my eyes. I mean, you made me so emotional. So I was feeling relieved that also it's somewhere like a therapy that you said, somewhere it's a cleansing, somewhere something comes out, some thoughts comes out, and let it be out, I feel.
When you're making a film like this, does it happen that your own experiences you put in? And I just was talking to the producer, and how it comes up that you have a daughter, the producers have daughters, Abhishek has a daughter. So
and my writer also has a
daughter. All of them have daughters. So when you all come together, how did each of your experience were put into this?
Well, I'll tell you my experience, what I had. So when my daughter was 5 or 6 years, what I connected with this film also, that when you are young, when they need us, we're working parents. So what happens is that we are not spending in that 24 hours, whatever time we are taking away from them, we're stealing that time. We're actually stealing that time from them. If you deeply think about it, because they don't understand what work is all about and all that. We put it in their head that, okay, baby, I have to go for work. But he said, what work? I mean, you need to spend time. So I felt that I was stealing time from her. Now, how will I compensate that? The time that is gone, it is gone. So that actually made me go deeply into this film. Where is the daughter coming from? So that's why I say it's not a father-daughter film, it's a daughter-father film. This daughter is not taking care of father, is actually raising the father. So that's why the book's name is also a little, what Arjun has written is Raising a Father. So there this relationship of a father and a daughter, and that gap, this time that I stole from her time, she remembers entire life. That's why that, like my daughters also said, I mean, we still need to, you sit down, we need to have one heart-to-heart conversation. So, I said, no, I will talk to you. But then after the film you made, then they said, you made a film about, I want to talk and talk to us, and you don't talk to us, you don't be pseudo. I said, no. I said, no, I haven't talked to you. I'm saying this is the way to talk to you, through the film, possibly. Yeah, so that's what made it. So that's a personal experience, absolutely.
As a filmmaker, there is this statistics business of a film, and then there is filmmaking the way you want to, not caring about the business of it.
For once and for all, let's not discuss box office. Let's forget about that. Let's not forget about that word at all. Let's make a film. I am just want to say that lots of people have complaints against Bollywood. That way. I am also from here. I am also making a film here. I'm also trying my bit to do it. So you come and watch it. That's it I can do. There are filmmakers who are trying to make a film, but like the way you are talking and supporting it, I need the audiences to come and support. Of course, whenever you watch it, do watch it. That is. So if I start figuring and worried about a box office number, because of this is an expensive medium, so I make those films in a cheaper cost, so that at least my friend and dear friend producer Ronnie Lahiri, he doesn't lose the money, so that much is taken care of. That we take. But then I just don't want to worry about the box. If I start worrying about box, I won't be able to make a film in my own terms.
And Abhishek, did you think of him while writing the film?
Yes, Abhishek was there all the time, everything. But of course, that we will work together never was there in our antenna. But we met. We started talking. Me and Abhishek play football together. I have met him many times. He used to walk in when I was working with Mr. Bachchan. He would walk in, I say, for lunch, and we will have a jam together. But then somewhere when we started meeting about this film, there actually I found that blossomed Abhishek Bachchan. I found, as I say everywhere, I found a beautiful Jaya Bachchan in Abhishek. I found that purity and vulnerability of Koshish, that, Mohanagor, that naughty eyes, innocence, naughty eyes, that's there in him. That warmth, I would go on many days I will go and hug Abhishek. I said, Abhishek, I want to hug you. Tata, hug me. And I'll go and give him a very nice hug. So, and Jayadi was such a lovable actress. I mean, she was brilliant as an actress.
She was Ray's favorite.
Yeah, she was Ray's favorite. That's what I'm saying. So I saw a lot of Jayadi in his eyes and in his vulnerability.
And because it's from a real life character, did you let him meet the real life character, get influenced by him, or the way he walks,
Yes.
the way he talks, and also the way he had put on the weight? Like, as an actor, when you put on weight, you need to be particular about how you're eating, the process of putting on weight.
Bhujia.
That was his process. Bhujia.
Bhujia. Dada, I can have lots of bhujia. I love bhujia. But I don't eat bhujia, I drink bhujia. He has bhujia in a glass and he drinks like that. So
That's how he put on weight?
Yeah, that's what he told me, bhujia.
I also heard he used to order these cheeseburgers.
Yeah, burger. So he was free. I mean, absolutely. He said, I'm not worried, because I said, you can, yeah, as much, you can show your belly, that's good. And what you see is his real transformation, and he was absolutely, he bared himself. So, that's why he was there, I think, for me. So whatever, I think he was ready for me possibly. So therefore, and he met the real Arjun. I made sure that he meets the real Arjun, and both are more or less similar. They crack jokes, similar. You know how Abhishek is funny. So if people know really personally, close people who have seen him, he is really
with
funny.
A straight face,
and he knows everything.
Yeah, and that little kid. Where did you find her?
We found her from LA. She lives outside LA in Riverside. So she's like used to act in Durga Puja, do dance programs in Durga Puja. So one of my friend Indrajit, he lives in LA. So he said, I have got this one little girl, I'm auditioning. So I sent him that I'm looking for to cast from there, because I thought a kid from there will be much more authentic. Speaking, the tonality of an American, English. So we found this girl, and then we started doing Zoom workshops. And so me and my partner Tushar, we started doing those Zoom workshops, and slowly we just
working with a child is completely.
A set is different. Your set is completely functions differently when the child is there, and when the child is not there, and again it works differently.
Like you are two different people.
So when the child is there on the set, that's the most important thing. Then Ratning, even Abhishek doesn't matter there. So I also prepare Abhishek and everybody else. As soon as the child enters the set, then it is that child's set. So you have to.
It has to be child friendly.
Yeah, absolutely adapting it.
Because she doesn't understand the emotions that you're dealing with.
Yes, exactly. And also in this, when you're on a set, there's a lot of shouting and all that, goes on work. We had a small crew, but still, we had to prepare her.
Focus on her.
Yeah.
Because you said small crew, I have to tell you guys that you were playing double role in the film. Just not a filmmaker, also a driver.
Oh, yeah.
See? Caught you. Tell me about this. So he would drive everybody up and down when he's a driver, and then set he would turn into a filmmaker. So my
producer Ronnie, my film, Ronnie and Kumar Thakur, so all that, they said that, ki boss, in US, you find everything, but you don't find drivers. So you have to drive your own cars. We have to get Abhishek. I asked Abhishek, do you have a license? Well, yes, I have. I can drive. I've lived in Boston, so I know. So I said, thank God. I said, you drive well? I mean, then I was worried, how will I take driving shots? So then I went there, and we all took some temporary driver license, international driving license, and we all drove. We learned a day. I was the worst but everybody else was driving all around, and then later we figured out driving in US is quite easy actually, because everybody is following the rules.
Yeah. Let's come to this part that you have been posting some videos on Instagram from the film which are not there in the film, and I have been questioning these scenes, so which I saw
ad for the film,
like the scene where the father says that I'm very hurt, that I'm in the outer circle of I was very hurt. And in the film, she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And that bothers me.
Yeah.
That why is she not saying it? Like, you're not understanding what the girl is going through.
Yeah.
She doesn't want you to be in the outer circle. That's what she's trying to say.
Exactly. That's the reason.
But she's not telling you.
Yeah.
And that's bothering me. And then I see this Instagram post that he has posted where she reacts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. Then the part where he walks in suddenly in this full colorful shirt. I am like, what happened? What happened here? How come he has just flipped into colorful shirt? That scene of Johnny Lever giving him the shirt, that's not there.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm thinking, what happened? What was he thinking? Why did he wear that shirt?
Yeah.
Suddenly.
I understood. Yeah. So for us, it was more like that from one moment where he says, I'm going to dance, will you dance at my wedding? So from there on, we thought, here it's a change in his life. So
there he got the force.
Exactly.
That I want to live.
Yeah, that's when we introduced the color. So we thought if I would have done it, deliberately, it would have looked, I'm doing it for the. But these are very subtle things which you will notice. That's what I have not used that scene. So that was always an additional scene. So we said we'll shoot it and we'll see later.
And we have to talk about Johnny Lever.
Yeah, Johnny Lever, how beautiful he is.
Oh my God.
How wonderful he is.
He's wonderful.
Yeah. I went to him. So when we were writing, so Ritesh was saying, character का नाम Johnny रखते हैं. ठीक है, Johnny रखते. So we kept Johnny. तो एक दिन मैंने बोला Johnny Lever को क्यों नहीं करते यार? Johnny जब नाम है. तो Ritesh and Ronnie said, let's ask him. I don't know, will he work on this because there is not major part in this, very small part. So bolte hain, let's bounce it. So we went, he called. When we went and he started talking all about his healing and the social work he does and all that. He didn't listen to the script. Then he said, हाँ बताइए अभी क्या है? आप आए. He liked my work, so आप बताइए. मैंने बोला ये आप स्क्रिप्ट कुछ भी हो, मैं आपको आपके साथ काम करना है. That's it. आप बताइए मुझे क्या करना है. आप शॉर्ट बता दीजिए. I said, sir, आप करेंगे काम? बोलते हैं हाँ मैं करूँगा काम. मैंने सर बहुत ज़्यादा रोल नहीं है. I mean, it's not much, but it brings in a beautiful life to the film, lightness also, and also his idea of life and death. So which is also beautiful, I thought. Then he agreed, and for us it was like a beautiful thing.
We are all talking about filmmaking right now. So it is said we are going through a huge crisis in Hindi film industry. How do you see it as a filmmaker? Are we not able to gauge what audience wants, or are we making the wrong decisions or the films?
Well, in my sense, I think as filmmaker, there should be a constant quest of making films that you want to get. Now, you don't like. I made this film, so. Now, whoever the complaints that you are saying that people now, if I made this film, this will be also a test there. Do you still have complaints, or you think we still trying to make films our own bits, like the way you are asking me questions, the way you are discussing about the film. It's so wonderful. Normally, we are just talking about आपने क्या पहना, आपने क्या ये किया, आपने कितना बजट लिया, आप कहाँ शूटिंग किया, ये सब. But we are talking about the core of the film. So that's important. That's basically is art, I would say. Discussion is art.
You always make films like this thought-provoking films that will make you talk, that will make you think, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what we should do. I think that's what we should do. That in every action. Maybe somewhere we are missing possibly. Otherwise, why would people complain? Why would people complain? They must have missed something there. They must have seen something that which is missing. If I am talking to you, if you and me cannot sit down for an hour and talk, that means there is nothing potent in that discussion. Something potent needs to come out of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All these talks that you're seeing, you might be thinking that this man is born and brought up watching Ray films and all that. No. Am I right?
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Football.
Yeah.
That's what you used to like.
Yeah, I play.
Yeah, you still play.
Yeah, I still play.
But
My life is football.
Yes.
All my life, I've just lived football, and I still live football.
That's why you're so fit.
No, that's fine. I go home. My evening, most of the time, I don't watch films. I watch very less, but I watch a lot of sports.
And, your childhood also has been like that.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to play for India. I really wanted to play, and I would dream that I'm playing for India. Of course, I was not that as great player as Sunil Chhetri. Sunil Chhetri is a wonderful player, fantastic player. But I wanted to play for India, but yeah.
But films happened.
Yeah, I mean, I could not play as in that level, but my dream was to play for India. That's what I'm saying.
Someday I'm gonna watch a film from you about football.
Yeah, sure. If I can crack a good script out of it, so I will. I've yet not been able to crack a script.
But you have been trying, right?
I tried to do some sports film and in this, but I could not crack a good script.
What is that one person? This is my last question. One person whose story you want to tell, or maybe a real life person whose story you want to tell next. Because one was Kishore Kumar that you wanted to talk about, and you wanted to make a film around his life. What happened to that? And if not that, what can we expect?
Well, the Kishore Kumar thing is over. I said that I wanted to make Kishore Kumar, but then I found Anurag Basu is making a Kishore Kumar film. I also at some point wanted to make a film on Gandhi, but then also I think some people are already making Gandhi. But that one person that I would really want to explore is Guru Rabindranath Tagore.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I mean, it's my dream that if I can explore Guru Rabindranath Tagore.
Do you have any actor in mind who you
No,
imagine?
No, nothing of that sort. I'm just character. I'm not going that far.
Yeah.
First, it is that the thought. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shoojit. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, so nice, lovely, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.